Well, what the fuck is up, interwebs? It's me, your girl Bootsy, aka Boots with the Juice, and you are front row center to the We Don't Owe You Shit podcast. This episode is going to be part one of, I don't know yet, but the topic is submission. I know. The unnecessarily annoying, ran over, aggravating topic of submission. Now, I got a couple other homies that's going to slide through and chime in a little bit later, but let me just speak my piece first. It's my shit. It's my podcast. Y'all going to hear my mouth first. So, first off, let me just make it very clear. I do not have a problem with submission under certain circumstances. I'm very submissive in certain areas of my life. I'm very submissive in the bedroom. You get me naked, I'm pretty much all ears. Now, outside of that space, I have plenty of questions and concerns. Absolutely. Because some of the things that I've been asked to submit to, that's one problem. I have a problem with some of the things that I have been asked to submit to. I have a problem with the caliber of majority of the men that I see demanding and barking about it. My most pressing issue, I guess, is just the control aspect of it. Like, there just seems to be a huge lack of freedom that comes with being submissive to a penis holder in 2022. And it's not adding up for me. Like, it's lining up to be very close to slavery, like very thin line between submission and slavery for me. Everybody else might not see it like that, but that's how I see it. And let me tell you why. I mean, I just feel like equality should be a thing, and I don't put one person above another in a relationship when it's supposed to be equal partnership. Like, if you're my partner, we're supposed to be doing this 50-50 thing, and I'm supposed to be coming with my half, and you're supposed to be coming with my half to make one whole thing. Something about submission just don't add up. Why do you get freedom and I get control? I'm not the type of individual that needs to be controlled. For the most part, I am of sound mind and body to make very competent decisions. Now, if I need help, I will absolutely ask you. If you see me moving in an odd direction as my partner, sure, I'll take suggestions and advice from you, but I'm not taking commands and I'm not taking orders. I'm not a waitress. I'm not a soldier. I'm not selling plates. I'm not a drive-through. Like, I'm not in a lot of places and I don't do a lot of things because I don't want to take orders. I'm also a little confused. Like, why are dudes so hell-bent on breaking and humbling women? Like, what is it about controlling a woman that makes you feel so powerful? Which, according to the penises, is the weaker of the species. So, wow. You can control something weak. Aren't you grand? Like, what? What? Okay, cool. So you got a little kitten to purr in your lap. Wonderful. Go get a tiger and do that. Go do it with a mountain lion. Go do it with a big cat. Like, what is it about having control over weak things? Just makes your balls drop a little lower. Like, y'all actually brag amongst one another and like applaud each other about the power and control that you have over a girl. Can you control the niggas sitting next to you? Can you control the niggas that you're bragging to? Can you keep them from snaking you, robbing you, killing you, smashing behind you? You got enough control over the next man to make sure he ain't setting you up? Has the nigga you fronted paid you back yet? Your homeboy brought your mirrors back? Or wait, is he waiting on his girl to wash them first? When you and the guys went out and the bill came and everybody like, bro, just use your card. I'll cash app you. Did they? Or you still out here buying niggas wings and beer? I don't know. It just sounds like an easy stain to me. Sounds like the easy way out. Not what I would expect from a super strong, masculine, alpha man to do. It just seems very opposite of that. You want to control everything a woman does, but you can't control a man. Somebody built and cut literally just like you in the same weight class, all of that. You want to control your girl and have her go in the room when your homies come over, but you can't keep them niggas out her inbox. The greatest control is control over yourself, not other people. Y'all want women to do what you say, how you say, and when you say, while you get to do whatever you want to do. Sounds like slavery to me. It's given very much slave master and Kunta Kinte. Y'all want women to cook and clean and pick laundry, do laundry. Y'all want us to speak when spoken to, better not speak out of turn. You want us to wear what you want us to wear, go where you want us to go, with whoever you allow us to be with. Sounds like an indentured servant. Sounds like what Harriet had to free the gang from. Sounds like a toxic situation she had to leave the folks up out of. Slavery as a whole was literally submission. Our ancestors were literally kidnapped, controlled, manipulated, and beaten into submission for hundreds, hunchos of years. I mean, snap, damn. They literally came up with like a 3/5 rule, like you counted as 3/5 of a person, or every 3 out of 5 slaves counted as some crazy shit. I don't know, some ghetto ass crackhead calculation, some arithmetic don't make no damn sense. The point is, I'm a whole woman, okay? And I'm not any less than the next bitch or any human with a dick. Kings have queens at their side, not peasants, and that's for a reason. They are separate but equal. You catch that? Did you catch that? Did you watch that? Now, true enough, there can only be one pilot, there can only be one driver. But guess what? Every pilot has a co-pilot, and every driver typically has a passenger. And you want to know what the passenger is going to do? King can drive. You can drive. You can control the car, you can control the wheel, you can control the path, you can control the speed. But a good passenger is gonna what? Gonna have a map, gonna have the snacks, gonna let you know when your exit coming up, just in case you ain't paying attention or something else is occupying your mind. They gonna have your back with the shit. We gonna have the snacks, we gonna have the water for you, we gonna have gum, we gonna have the goddamn playlist, we gonna DJ, we gonna have everything to make sure that your task is more pleasurable and a little bit easier. You got a few less things to worry about. The whole point and premise and goal of a relationship, in my eyes, is to respectfully take the load off of one another. Not for one to lighten the load of the other and take on more burdens dealing with them just to lose basic human rights and be treated less than a whole human. Why I gotta lose my freedom of speech and my freedom of choice just to be able to do? If I can't be the woman that I am with a man, then I don't want him or the relationship. The same way men have natural instincts, women do too. There are some things that you don't have to ask or tell a woman to do. If you provide all the necessary materials to the right one, she gon' turn up. However, you can't reasonably expect a woman to do what she's supposed to do without having what she needs. It's like planting a seed, right? In theory, a seed is supposed to grow. True, we know this. However, you can't put a seed in the desert and expect it to bear fruit. Like, it's a lot that goes into having a seed do what it's supposed to do. You can't put a seed on concrete and expect a flower to bloom. You can't take a seed and sit it in the middle of the roads where it's going to be ran over and trampled over and walked on and pissed on and dogs and birds peck it out. You can't expect a seed in the street to thrive the same way a seed in the soil will. Like, it's really just illogical and unreasonable to think that a seed is going to do what it's supposed to do and just thrive in any environment. Just because it's a seed, it's just supposed to grow, right? No matter what. That's a little bit slow. I just don't think that it should take control and manipulation to get cooperation out of a person, particularly out of a woman. Seems like to me if you have to do all of that, I mean, is that blessing really for you? Is that what you deserve? I made a post a while ago on Facebook that said something along the lines of like, women are submissive, you're just not the type to trust or hush for. Quite possibly, is that the case? Okay. Is that why you have to demand it? Is that why you have to force it? Is that why you have to manipulate your way into it? Maybe you just not that nigga. But that's just me. You know, that's just my take on it. Now, I might be alone. I might be alone here. I might have to stand 10 toes on my opinion by myself, and I'm cool with that. I can do that because that's just what I firmly believe. But I don't know. I just feel like somebody somewhere is gonna feel me. We'll see. Let's bring the homies in and see what they got to say.
All right, you've made it this far. You must be entertained. So go ahead and like, share, subscribe, send it to the group chat, get in the comments and argue, whatever you want to do. And immediately after that, go like and follow the pod page on Facebook and TikTok. Now, let me just say before we carry on, you are going to see a random bridge pop up from time to time. Do not be alarmed. You are not hallucinating, and the perk is not playing tricks on you. It's simply because Maddie wouldn't sit the fuck still. This is the result of not sitting the fuck still on Zoom. I tried to cover it and edit it as much as I could before the Virgo in me gave up. So, this is it. This is what you get.
The reason we are gathered here today is to discuss submission and why it sounds so much like slavery and why men are so dead set on having this slavery, this modern day slavery going on in 2022. After all our ancestors died for.
Why do you consider it slavery?
What's your problem with submission?
I don't have a problem with submission. I have a problem with the way that it is used in 2022. I have a problem with. Do you have like the literal definition of submission is like compliant and some other shit, right?
What's wrong with compliant?
What? Compliance is something that you do with like authority figures, and nobody that I am dealing with is an authority over me.
Is that the only time you comply is with authority? That's
I don't even comply with authority all the time.
Can we get the definition to the word compliance, please? Because I feel like that
real quick. I'm gonna read it to you. Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you real quick.
Submission, the act or fact of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person. Use it in a sentence. I kid you not, I cannot make this up. They were forced into submission. Similar synonyms: agreement, acceptance, consent, compliance. The second definition, the action of presenting a proposal, application, or other document for consideration or judgment.
I can deal with that. I can submit something. I can submit an idea. Hold on, let me see what.
So why you can't take it? Why you don't take it that way? Why you gotta take it as submitting as to an authority figure?
Because that's the way men use it these days. I need my woman to submit. Basically, it's saying I want to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I want you to be quiet and shut the fuck up and suck my dick and cook my food and clean my house and make sure my
I don't personally think that's what it means.
But I don't think that that's what they said. They said they need their woman to submit. That sounds totally different from everything you just said.
Yeah.
Submit to what though? What do I have to submit to?
I feel like a woman is gonna submit to a male, like a male leader. Like, if you get what I'm saying.
Boots don't want a leader. Boots want to lead.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying no. You can lead. I don't have a problem with letting a dude lead. However, if you're leading me someplace I don't want to go, I'm not going. I'm not going to comply with some bullshit.
So clearly he's not the leader. Then if you're gonna put resistance toward the leader, you're supposed to trust your leader.
You're supposed to, but if you are showing me reasons why you are not trustworthy, why would I follow you?
So that probably shouldn't be the person that you're considering submitting or even calling a leader. Why are you even in that situation with that leader?
This is why I'm not in a situation. Because I'm not going for the bullshit. You can't lead me somewhere I don't want to go.
Yeah, they can. And it might be better for both of you.
However, the way that you penis holders like to use the term submit is basically, if you want to be with me, you're going to go where I take you. We're going to be where I take us. You're going to do what I say. And that's going to be the end of it. I'm not going to deal with you. That's the consensus on social media right now. Every fucking post, women are too independent. They don't want to let a man lead. Y'all are too aggressive.
But I feel like the men that's saying that, they can't even lead women. Like, they're the ones that are the reasons why women don't submit. You not
women don't lead because women is listening to these fucking hot girls and thinking that they should lead. And they don't know how to fucking lead themselves nowhere.
No, that's the thing. I can lead myself, but if I bring you onto the boat, if we supposed to be going together somewhere, nigga, you can't have one foot on the brake and one foot on the gas. That's crazy.
So what are you supposed to do? Actually, do you supposed that you put one foot on the brake while you put one foot on the gas? I'm just asking because I never driven a car like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna go nowhere like that. Obviously,
that's why you should just let him drive. Just let him drive.
If he decides to drive off a cliff, what I'm supposed to do? Stay in the car? I'm going to unhook my seatbelt. I'm going to unlock my door, and I'm going to tuck and roll out that bitch.
You should trust the man that he wouldn't drive you off a cliff. And if he do drive you off a cliff, it's for a pretty good damn reason. So maybe you should just trust your man, sit back.
What's the good reason to be driven off a cliff, Tone? Give me one good reason why you would be driven off a cliff. Give me one good reason.
Maybe he's ready for eternal life with you. He's done playing these games. You too.
What?
Let's go.
That's way too Romeo and Juliet for me, honey. What does submission mean to you, Tone? Then what does that mean?
Just shut up.
Penis person.
Just shut up.
Why do
we always gotta shut up?
Why y'all always gotta talk? Let's talk about the bigger thing. Why do y'all always gotta talk?
Why aren't y'all open to suggestions? That's the second definition of submission. If I submit an idea for how we can drive this boat, why are you against it? Why I can't tell?
Why do you
always hey, baby, I see an iceberg in your path. I see an iceberg in about 5 months. We're gonna hit this iceberg. We should probably go this direction. But y'all don't want to listen. Y'all want to shut the fuck up and let y'all drive us to the motherfucking iceberg.
Then I'm gonna ask you, did you get a master's in geography? And then when you say no, I'm gonna say, shut up then. Shut up. Let me drive this goddamn boat. Shut up.
And I'm gonna ask you if you had your yearly eye exam, because if you can't see the shit coming, what the fuck?
Women talking. Whew.
That's all y'all say. That is all y'all say. And even when a woman do shut up, y'all still
what? Still what? Still what?
Still don't be fucking right. Still don't be fucking
we be right. Nothing better.
How many dudes are really super successful without a woman behind them, helping them and guiding them? Tell me that. Because y'all will say all the time. Y'all will say stuff like that.
But
y'all will say stuff like that, but in the same time, turn around and post some shit that say, behind every strong man is a strong woman.
But y'all don't want to say that. No, we don't want y'all to nag or complain or.
But y'all take everything as nagging or complaining.
Y'all take criticism as nagging and complaining.
Hey, we are black men in America. We already got to deal with the world against us. Why the fuck we got to come home and got to hear you goddamn nag about anything?
Then y'all will turn around and say, she got an attitude for nothing. But shit, you don't want us to talk to you. You don't know what
we want to come in the house while we die faster than y'all because y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a damn about us. We be out here stressed the hell out, and y'all wanted to talk about.
You are using early death as a strong point. You are using early death as a plus in the conversation.
It's not a plus; it's a negative. And then we die early because of y'all. That's why.
Gee, maybe if you listen to us, maybe you could get part of the recipe to live a long life.
Now we gotta listen to y'all too. Now we gotta listen to some more stuff. We already
y'all don't listen because y'all always right?
Yeah, okay, man, I'm tired. God damn, all this shit going on in the world.
My goodness. Y'all expect a woman to do 600 motherfucking things a day and just chill and be happy about it and not say nothing. We all take y'all
ready for the list of things that men have to go through? Because since y'all just think we just wake up, get out,
let me hear it.
Come home. Depending on what you do for a living.
You ready for the list of things women have to go through. Now, if you ain't ready
for it, gave us a long ass, fake ass list, and you ain't even factor in none of the nagging things.
That ain't nothing what we gotta go through. That's what we have to get up and do. That's the physical energy we're exerting every day. Mm-hmm. That ain't got nothing to do with the emotional and mental shit we have to do. That's 2 on the list. On top of the sexual shit y'all expect us to do after all of that shit.
Mm-hmm. And we gotta do it. Because if we don't do it, y'all gonna get it from somebody else. I mean, y'all still gonna do that anyway.
The next one will.
That's the goddamn problem. If y'all think that y'all sex is no. If y'all shut up, y'all get further than doing sexual shit for us. Just shut up sometimes. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to hear if y'all just shut up.
It would take for me to be a slave, basically. Mute. No. Do what you say. Don't ask no questions. I have to be a slave in order for a man, the dude, to do what he's supposed to do. You want me to be a slave simply for you to pay the same bills I can pay myself?
You could, if you could pay him yourself. You could pay him yourself.
What's the benefit?
There's a lot of shit you can do yourself, but it's a benefit when somebody else doing for you, right?
And I can do it with my own free will.
But and I can do it with all my rights. For you though. Like I'm pretty sure you could cook for yourself too. I'm pretty sure you could cook for yourself, but it's so much stress free when someone just brings you a meal and it's exactly what you wanted.
And you want to know what else? It's stress free when I get myself dressed, worry about me, get myself in my car, drive myself there, don't have to talk to nobody else, sit with myself, order my food, and let somebody else send me, and pay for it myself.
That stressful. That sounds stressful to say. It sounds like you just did a lot. I got tired thinking about all that shit you just said you did.
What's different than what a dude have to do? If a dude get hungry and want some wings and want to go to the bar and get some wings, you're gonna do the same shit. You're gonna get up, you're gonna get dressed, you're gonna drive, you're gonna go there.
But the difference is he'll also go out and do all the shit that you need done too, so you won't have to do it. Of course you can do it. Everybody can do something.
What are all the things that need to be done? What do men do? Pay bills and take out the garbage. What else?
And they barely take the garbage out.
Barely get the garbage out without being told. 36 times. But y'all talking about nagging. You want to know something? The only dudes that I see on the internet complaining about women being submissive are the ones that ain't got their shit together. I never see dudes that are working, taking care of their kids, taking care of the household, taking care of their woman, doing all the shit they supposed to be doing. I don't ever see them talking about,
you want to know why?
I want to do this, because that comes automatically.
I can tell you why. Because all them niggas you talking about are in relationships already. A woman already got them off the market, so they ain't gonna go on the internet and complain about their damn woman. But want to know what they do? They talk to their goddamn friends and tell their friends how much they wish their girl would shut the fuck up sometimes. That's how it goes. I know plenty of good men with their life together, and we all have the same conversation.
And you want to know the fucked up part is? Y'all will say, oh, my woman has to be quiet. My bitch got to be quiet. My woman can't say shit. But it's who you call? Your motherfucking mother. A woman. To fix everything. But you think the woman you laying next to don't have a little bit of what your mama got?
And wait, who the fuck called their mama to fix anything? Well, that's one. But worry about that man. Who the hell just called their mama to fix shit? Two,
be surprised.
Why would he even call you to fix something? That's crazy too. A real nigga will go out there and figure that shit out one way or another, which is also another stress upon
That's the problem. Y'all don't figure it out.
Niggas always figure shit out.
Y'all figure out another stupid ass idea that don't pan out.
No, but
y'all figure out
stupid
something
idea pans
temporary. Y'all will figure out something temporary.
Yeah, stupid idea.
Y'all not figuring out longevity, but you want me to submit to you and have my life constantly in chaos while you try to figure it out.
No, your life won't be in chaos.
That's instability. You want me to submit to instability.
You gotta make it happen. He gonna make it happen for his family. Even if
he
fall off,
going to end up poor, homeless, hopping from bitch house to bitch house, looking for who got the fastest Wi-Fi to plug his little fucking 2K up to, or he gonna be right back at his mama's house.
What that got to do with you supporting your man and backing him up?
Or I'm just not supporting you leading me to homelessness. I will leave you alone that wasn't the point before of the my shit don't get paid for.
The point was that men deal with a lot of day-to-day stress all day. Like
and
he shouldn't even tell you that the pack is fucked up.
But y'all want us to submit and listen to y'all asses.
What we put on?
Y'all figure that y'all spend the entire lifetimes trying to figure it out. Monday through Sunday, y'all trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Instead of just getting your shit together and making sure Monday through Sunday
what is getting your shit together? I don't like that. What is that?
Consistency, stability.
That sounds like another trick that the white man fucking taught us. I got a job. I'm pretty sure everybody got a job. And I can't lie, every day, not every day, but every time I think like I got to literally wake up and do this forever, damn, that kills me. Damn, that takes me out the fucking game every time I think about it. And the fact that that's what we're going to look at as got your shit together is nuts. It's insane. Get up and go to work every day for the white man.
It's more together than riding blocks fucking spinning blocks for 20 hours straight.
But you're trying to figure a way to make this shit stop. You trying to figure out a way to get on top to the point where you ain't literally working. You still need a nigga to lead you, huh?
Who said need? It's not need. It's not a need. It's a want. It's a desire that's dwindling quickly. Dwindling very quickly.
Maddie, do you need a nigga to lead you? Do you need a nigga right now in your life to take care of you and treat you the way you feel like you deserve to be treated?
I personally feel like it's a want, not a need.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. Well, Maddie.
It's a want.
But
it's
y'all
nice,
want us to shut up.
but
y'all
at the
want us
same
to
time,
shut the fuck up. Let y'all do whatever with whoever, however. Stupid,
who said anything about any of that?
Unreasonable to do all the same shit we can do by ourselves. What am I submitting to? And you want to know something else?
Always... Go ahead.
Submitting to a fuck nigga. Let me just say that. And there's too many of them running around out here that think, oh, if you want to be my woman, you have to submit to me just because I have a dick. That's not how it works.
No, I agree.
And you want to know what else? You want to know what else? It's niggas walking around here with motherfucking purses, nail polish, more piercings than I got, more haircuts than I got, pants tighter than mine, shoes smaller than mine. Nigga, you want me to submit to you? They got bedazzled fucking pockets on their ass. You're shimmering,
belts
nigga.
too.
Belts shimmery as fuck, lips glossy as hell. You are my motherfucking sister at this point. What am I submitting to you?
In the mirror more than me.
Niggas is on Snapchat doing all angles.
The life I was, yes.
You want me to submit to that? Submit to myself. I can submit to my own free will.
All right. I was listening to this podcast recently and found out that the average man makes, I think it was $48,000 to $54,000 a year. So if you went to a nigga to make $55,000 a year, he's above average. He should then be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do anyway, technically. But that's not what's the point I'm making.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but you ain't got to do it with me.
You're right. But I'm saying, if he should be able to run to certain situations where he should be able to do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Okay, so for $5,000 extra a year, let's break that down. How much is that a month? An extra couple $100 a month.
No, ain't a couple.
What should you be able to do
math
for an extra, let's say $300? Somebody do the math real quick. Let me do the math real quick. I think you're supposed to be able to do more than me for, okay, you said 5,000, extra 5,000 divided by 12 months. Okay, for $416 a month, an extra $416 a month. What is it that a man should be able to do more than a woman for $400 a month?
Depends on the woman. Like if you go meet him a woman that only makes like, because let's be honest, you can run to a woman that makes $20,000 a month. I mean $20,000 a year, $22,000 a year. And if y'all make 55 and you make 22, I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Let's get it understood, like whatever I want to do.
What does money have to do with treating people right?
That don't mean he don't mistreat you. I'm just saying, like,
right. I was gonna say, so what you trying to say? Nigga with money ain't gonna treat you right.
That's why. No, I didn't say that. A nigga with money should be able.
He's gonna be having all the hoes.
Guess what? If he can afford to do whatever he want to do, that's fine. There are plenty of women that are okay with being cheated on, lied to, disrespected, as long as they get that black card and they can run up
Why he got to disrespect
run up
you? He ain't got to disrespect you.
And guess what? They got a nigga on the side that's probably not making enough, much at all, and that's treating them well. Imagine if you was a nigga doing all the right things and treating your woman well. Oh my God, what a concept.
Why you gotta be treating her wrong? Because he could do whatever the fuck he wants.
What does whatever the fuck you want entail? Whatever the fuck you want entails, I'm sure basically something with another woman. Yeah. Most women want monogamous relationships. The problem is, like I said, niggas want you to submit to their bullshit. They want you to be all, baby, I know I slept with this girl, but it was just sex. I don't love the bitch. Right. I just wanted to fuck her. Forgive me.
Here, let me buy you this new purse. I'm so sorry.
That don't even out? That don't work for you, Maddie?
No. Material things do not even out emotional.
Maddie got out the camera. Maddie,
bring your ass back to the bag.
Let me zoom into just yours. Let me get just your camera. How I get to just yours, Maddie? All right, come on, Maddie. Nigga cheat on you. But he buy you like 2 purses. Like,
The
I'm sorry,
thing
but that really
is,
don't mean it.
because I've been in that situation before, I'm gonna always get my lick back. So it's cool. I'm a win-win
That's a stupid
anyway.
ass lick. But do you hear that? Why is that a win? Like you gonna get your lick back? If you say you do get your lick back.
She got purses and her
cool.
lick back.
Now I'm done.
I'm
Now I'm done fucking with you. Now if she's like, okay, you got your lick back. Now I'm done with your ass. All you got was 2 purses off the goddamn deal because you wanted to get your lick back.
That's all you
because
that nigga was paying bills, buying purses,
and 2 purses,
and I'm gonna be okay with that.
That nigga was buying bills and buying purses. If you don't shut your ass up and sit down.
And guess what, Maddie? How many purses have you bought yourself this year? How many bills have you paid yourself this year?
I bet you wish you could have got all that.
And I've been buying big girl purses too.
Maddie,
I know.
I
seen
all
the
that
Marc
money
Jacobs,
back right
honey.
now.
I saw it.
You don't want that money back? You don't wish you had the purse and the money? For all of them. You don't wish you got all the money in your purses? Oh, fucking thought so.
Maddie, don't you work a job and you get paid bi-weekly? She get the money back.
Maddie, don't feel like going to work sometimes? Don't you just wish you could just lay in your motherfucking bed and still get your bills paid?
I will say, but I still pay my bills even when I do call out.
Because you don't have a choice but to pay them or you're going to be homeless. But you could be in a situation where you could not pay them and still not be homeless. And
she could be in a situation to where she is letting a scrub lead her into damn near homelessness and
because that's loud.
Now she's saying
if I was to let somebody leave.
Mm-hmm. You gonna let them leave. You gonna let them leave.
I'm not gonna let nobody leave my book to the motherfucking iceberg. That's just the point blank.
Saying like you're supposed to treat niggas how they deserve to be treated.
Correct. I treat everybody accordingly. And when you show me the call, I'm gonna deal with it how I feel like it. Accordingly.
It should go backwards. For me, it goes backwards. Like if I meet somebody, I trust you 1,000%, and it just goes backwards every time I see something. Like, okay, well, we're at 98.
You know what? I used to be like that. I used to trust people fully and completely until they gave me a reason not to.
Right.
But now I feel like we need to start at like ground zero. Like we need to work up to that.
So you're saying gonna trust them at all?
That's not what I'm saying. Maybe not ground zero. I'm just saying maybe we should start on the first floor, the main level. The elevator goes up and down. So we can start on the first floor. Now, if we end up in the basement, bitch, we could either make it to the basement or the penthouse. We can start on the first floor. We can start on the main floor. We can start in the lobby. We can start at L. We can start at the base and see where we go.
All right, I got a question. So y'all don't trust niggas? That's what I'm getting.
Trust nobody.
What do you mean? I don't put nothing past nobody. And until I walk down the aisle with a ring on my finger and a big fluffy sparkly ass motherfucking dress, I'm not gonna trust anybody enough. I'm not gonna trust any man enough until I get to that point. When I get to that point, we there. We there. When we get there, we there.
Enough to what?
To make decisions that aren't going to sink my boat. I shouldn't have to submit to something that makes sense. Like, does that make sense? Like, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, why would I not be in agreement with that? You're doing what's supposed to be done to take care of me, these kids, make sure my grandkids and their kids and their grandkids gonna be cool. You setting up generational wealth. You making sure we don't have to work at Walmart as greeters when we 72 years old. You making sure we ain't gonna be on Medicaid. You making sure we ain't gotta worry about SSI. Like if you're doing all this shit to make sure in the long run, we're good at all times. What argument or nagging would I have about that? What would I not have to be compliant with?
So if he doing all that shit you just said, but in the midst he cheated a couple times, what? Now what?
Okay, so for me personally, I'm an ambiamorous individual. So I don't too much give a fuck about a dude dealing with another woman, but it's if you being sneaky about it, that's the part that's gonna piss me off.
Okay, so what if he comes to you and be like, y'all already been together a year and a half, 2 years, and he doing all the right shit, like you don't see nothing wrong, no flaws, he don't even give you a feeling that he's doing bullshit. Then he comes to you and sit you down and be like, man, you've been together forever, I really love you, blah, 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 blah. But I have urges of being with other women. Like, before this, I was like really dealing with other women. Like this is my first real, what's the word I'm looking for? Monogamous relationship. My first real monogamous relationship.
Okay.
Would you be open? And he asked you like, are you open for a poly relationship? He tells you that you get to pick and stuff like that. He just needs more.
Let me say this because the same urges men have, women do too. So if you come to me and say, hey, it's this bitch I met, it's this chick I met, I ain't really feeling her like that, but I just want to tap it. I just want a cuddy buddy. Fine, do that. Let me know when you're going to be with the bitch. I might like the bitch too. Let me meet the bitch. We can all be cool with it. I might want to have my fun with the hoe too. What? Just tell me though. Don't do it behind my back. That's the problem that I'm going to have. If it's me and you, it needs to start with me and you. It shouldn't be me thinking I'm just with you and you just with me. Meanwhile, you are doing other stuff outside of me. That's the problem. That's where the problem comes in. It's the lack of honesty. For me. Right. Now, I don't know about any other woman, but that's just me. If my dude came to me and said, hey, I just want to tap them, sure. But if I say, hey, this dude I want, don't look at me sideways. Don't look at me sideways.
What if he look at you sideways and say, no, I don't want that?
Well, then that lets me know that we ain't equal and we ain't reciprocal and you probably ain't the person I should be dealing with.
Okay. Which means y'all could definitely still be equal. Y'all just don't invite into the same shit. Like, just because I like fucking potato salad don't mean you don't like it.
If we can't do the same things, then we're not on an equal playing field. So we both if you can only drink out of a water fountain in the front of the restaurant and I got to go to the one in the back of the restaurant, that's not equal.
But if I can't drink apple juice and you can, are we not equal still?
Why would you not? Unless you have a fucking allergy.
My allergy. Well, I might just.
And nobody's allergic to apples. Nobody's allergic to apples.
We don't know that. We don't fucking know that. And I don't like it. So if you like potato salad and I don't, are we equal?
First of all, we're talking about things that can be equal. Allergies are not equal. So that's not even something to look for equality in. That's like asking if you die of AIDS and I don't. What the hell, fool? See, that's the manipulation. That's the manipulation and mind games y'all like to play with women. Y'all like to compare apples with motherfucking potatoes. Y'all want to compare apples and goddamn ribeye steaks, and it's just not at all.
I'm just saying, if he say that he won't, Maddie, he asks like, "Are you open to possibly being in a poly situation?"
Or if he asks even, what do they call it? Like for a hall pass or something. If he just say, can I just get...
I've tried poly before.
So you do it. So you do it. Okay.
That's why I'm like, it worked out because it worked out. Like it was more of a help, but then it got weird. So it's like, as long as it's boundaries, like lines set, it work out. It's not something I would want, but it's not something I wouldn't, give a try.
What you're saying is, if it makes sense and it served the purpose, you would be fine.
It sounds like y'all just saying that a nigga could lead if he take care of the house. It sounds like he can do whatever the fuck he want to do. He take care of the fucking house.
For me, I've never had a problem with a leader.
Why are we back at square one?
Problem with that.
No, it depends on what it is that you want to do.
He can damn not do what he want to do.
Listen, everybody can do what they want to do. Nothing is not a relationship, a title, a ring, a marriage certificate. None of that is going to solidify.
What do you mean? Like,
people are going to do what they want.
What is it that you're wanting to do? Like,
exactly. But if I'm not okay with what you want to do, leave me alone. Why do I have to be quiet about it? If I'm vocally telling you, like you just asked me, if a dude came to me and asked me, hey, would you be cool if I did this? Sure, it's a go. But if I say no, I'm not cool with that. Why is it a problem and so hard for y'all to just find somebody who wants to deal with what you got to offer, then try to force me into it by saying, well, I'm gonna pay your bills. You all you gotta do is shut the fuck up and let me do the shit that you don't like, and we'll be straight. Why you gotta do all that?
So okay, he paid the bills, he do everything right, then he comes to you and asks you, and you say, yeah. It's no fucking different. It's no difference. If he just take care of the house.
If what he asked me let me break it down even simpler. Let's make this real simple. If he asks me, hey, babe, you want McDonald's for dinner or you want to go to Fogo? If I say I want to go to Fogo, bitch, don't get me dressed, get me in the car with the expectation that we're going to Fogo and you take me to the drive-thru. I just told you I don't want to be here. I don't want to eat here. I don't want anything from here. What was the point in you asking me? If you was gonna do it any fucking way, why bother me with it?
I'm confused. But yeah, cool.
How I make it that simple and you confused? See, that's another form of manipulation. Y'all like to act like sense don't make sense when it makes a lot of sense. You just don't want to admit it. It's too hard for you to just say, damn, niggas is stupid. We do a lot of stupid ass shit. That makes a lot of sense.
I can admit niggas. I know niggas are stupid. Shit, that's easy to admit. But it's also easy to admit that women just make jobs harder for men and put men in tougher predicaments that they can't really succeed in.
That's a fucking lie. That means you're with the wrong person. So if you end up with a woman that leads you to a situation you shouldn't be in and you can walk away from her, why is it that a woman can't walk away from a dude that's putting her in a situation that's not benefiting her? That's actually worse than the position she's already in.
Because we're supposed to hold them down. We're supposed to support them.
We're supposed to ride or die. And let me just say,
ride or die.
I'm not riding for your bullshit. I'm not riding for the stupid shit.
I
I'm not
think men
riding for the
expect
fun
women to
shit.
ride or die
And
at this
I'm
point.
not going to die trying.
Oh, Lord. Well, thank you for dropping by. Come back next week for part 2.